Okay, Math 100 students, we're starting with part 2. I like to give you a little nugget each time so you can kind of digest what I am teaching. Okay, we're continuing on with distributive property. So here's a fraction. I have 4/3 a squared b, and I'm gonna multiply it by 6a. And then I'm going to take 4/3, a squared b, and then I'm going to multiply it times -5b. If you want to put a multiplication dot instead of the parentheses, that's fine. Okay, but I just like to show you step by step. Okay, here. If I multiply, of course, if you need to see a fraction, this is always over 1. So it's the -5, it's over 1. So if you're multiplying 4 times 6 is 24 in your calculator over 3 times 1, which is 3. So here, if you hit the division symbol on your calculator, 24 divided by 3 is 8. Okay. We're adding up how many A's we have. So I have 2 here. I have 1 over here. So I have a total of 3. So A cubed. All right. And I have 1 B. I have none over here. So I just have 1. Now I have multiplied 4 over 3, a squared b times 6a. Now I want to multiply 4 over 3, a squared b times -5b. So I just go step by step. All right, 4 times -5, we're talking about a fraction. So you're going to multiply the top, and you're going to multiply the denominators. So 4 times -5, that's -20. And 3 times 1 is 3. So we're going to leave this fraction alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. 20 over 3, that's fine. I don't have a problem with a fraction. Next, I have a squared. I have none here, so I just have a to the 2nd power. I'm gonna leave that alone. You have 1b on the outside. I have 1b sitting behind the -5, so total, I have 2. So don't let it freak you out. Just multiply straight across and stick it in your calculator. And if it's an improper fraction, just leave it alone. Let's do another one. You know, I love more than just, should have extended that. More than just one example. So the -4/5 p squared q, I'm gonna multiply that times 10p. You can put it in parentheses if you like. Then we wanna multiply -4/5 p squared q times 15q. All right, we're just going step by step. I'm just writing it down step by step. Excuse that little mark right there. Okay. I'm gonna put this over 1 because I like my fractions to look like fractions. No biggie. Now I'm gonna multiply the tops, or what we call numerators. -4 times 10 is -40. 5 times 1 is 5. If I put -40 divided by 5 in the calculator, it's gonna give me -8. That was an easy breeze. I think y'all could have got that without me. All right, so I have p squared, another p behind this 10, so I have a total of 3. If I'm looking at Q, I only have 1 here. I have none behind the P, so I only have 1. Okay. Next, I multiply the -4/5 p squared Q to 10p. Now I need to multiply to my 2nd term, 15q. So I'm gonna multiply straight across. -4 times 15 in your calculator should give you -60. And 5 times 1 is 5. Now, I always stick it into the calculator to see if it's going to give me a whole number. So -60 divided by 5 in your calculator should give you -12. Now you're going to add up how many P's and Q's you have. So I have 2 here. I have none here. So you only have a total of 2. And when you're thinking about Q, you have 1 here. You have 1 behind the 15. So you have a total of 2. Let me scoot that up. I want to make sure y'all see that entire answer. -8pq minus 12p squared q squared. Okay, very good. All right, what was that, 46? Okay, 48. 48, all of these, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, this whole section is called FOIL method. First, outer, inner, last. First, outer, inner, last. And it just basically means you're taking y, you're multiplying times this y, you're taking y, you're multiplying times the 5. Then you're taking the y, the -3, and multiplying it times y. And then you're taking the -3 and multiplying it times 5. So it's just first, outer, inner, and last. All right. So let me bracket it off. This will be my first. Y times Y. Okay. Y times Y is Y squared. All right. Outer. That's what they call the O. So I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at this term. Okay. So Y times 5. It's just what you just bring the 5Y straight down. So nothing hard. All right. So I did first, outer. All right, y'all. This is what we call inner, inside, right here. Call the inner, inside. The two things touching my bracket is that -3 and that Y inside. Okay. So that's -3Y. And the last thing that you have not done is the numbers here and here. That's always the last thing you do. All right, so think of that as last. Okay. -3 times 5 is -15. You're done with the 4 method. Combine your like terms. Y squared, 5 minus 3 is 2y minus 15. And that's your answer. For your method, first, outer, inner, last. Okay, then you get to a point where it's like a rainbow. Okay, even if you go in the wrong order, that's fine. It's like a smiley face. Okay, so first, t times 2t is 2t to the second power. You're adding your exponents. Same thing over and over again. All right, you're doing your smiley face. It's like a rainbow. You're bouncing from here to here. Then we're going, our rainbow goes out further. So t times -3 is -3t. Then you're going, taking your smiley face inside. 4 times 2t is 8t. And then last. All right, this is last. 4 times -3 is -12. You're going to combine your like terms in the middle. You're going to leave 2t squared, -3 plus 8 in your calculator. It's going to give you +5. Bring down the t minus 12. And that's your answer. So when you think of 4, you think of smiley faces or think of a rainbow. So the rainbow goes here and then your rainbow goes out, inside and inside. Kind of like a big smiley face. Okay, so 2b times 3b, that gives me 6b to the second power. Okay, now my rainbow goes out. So 2b times 4 is 8b. Inner, -1 times 3b. So you're going to multiply -1 times 3. That gives me -3. You got a b next to it. So bring all of it over, -3b. And then last, what we talked about. The last thing you did, well, you should do is -1 times 4, which is -4. Underline your like terms. Bring down 6b squared. 8 minus 3 is +5b in your calculator, minus 4. Okay. 54. We're doing the same rainbow. Same rainbow over and over again. So 5y times 2y is 10y to the second power. Remember to add your exponents. 1 here and 1 here is total of 2. 5 times -5 is -25y. Okay. Here, -7 times 2 is -14y. And last, -7 times a -5 is +35 in your calculator. You're going to combine like terms here. Bring down your 10y. -25 minus 14 is -39y plus 35. Okay, I think y'all got the hang of this. All right, next. And then the more you do it, you'll automatically just bounce right off like a rainbow. So 3a times 4a is 12a to the second power. 3a times b, is this b? Yes, it is 3ab. Inside, -2 times 4 is -8. AB. All right. I have 1A, 1B. Of course, you know I always write. You could do BA, but you know I like things in order. So A comes before B. All right, and then last, it's the last thing right here. Last thing, you're doing your last all the time, every time, consistently. So negative 2b times b is negative 2b squared. It took a lot of my room, guys. All right, and girls. So I bring down my 12a squared, 3ab minus 8ab. So 3 minus 8 in your calculator should give you negative 5. And then bring down your, was it negative or was it positive? Yes, it was negative. Okay. Again, we are doing our rainbow. First outer, inner, last. Okay, so here x times a, okay, is ax, and you can put xa. You know, I just like my alphabets first. All right, outer is 2xy. Even if you put them in the wrong order, that's fine. I don't mind at all. I understand what you're trying to tell me. Inside is negative 5ay. And last is negative 5y times 2y, so that's negative 10y squared. Okay, y'all, I don't know if I wrote that problem right or not. You know, now you know I'm looking in the book. But if not, that is correct. But I will look right now at number 58. All right, that's part 2.